Anybody
Let my pain be your pain be my pain.
No, it's a beautiful house.
Thank you. And I look forward to going to the cat ranch. Apparently, I'll be the 5,000th. How the fuck have I not been on your show?
It's far away.
That's bullshit and you know it. What was the mental block where it never dawned on you to have me on your show? There must be a reason, because you've had people on your show where I go, that fucking guy before me? It's like the Montreal Just for Laughs Festival. You become the legitimizing factor in a comic's life. Hold on. I did WTF with Mark Maron. It is like a ticket punching sort of validation. Now, that's what I meant earlier about The Outsider. Now you're the ultimate insider. We want to go to the cat ranch and get our fucking card stamp. We want that stamp on our hand.
Okay. I don't see myself like that. I'm flattered that you see me like that.
You need to be as excited about you as I am.
All right, I am. No, I'll have you out.
It's a fucking big deal.
I do a lot of fucking favors for you, Mark, don't I? Jesus Christ, a fucking Jew broad. In this day and age, prejudice against fucking Italians. Why the fuck aren't I in a fucking cat ranch? I like fucking animals. I'm St. Francis fucking Assisi here, Mark.
All right, you're in. I'll call you. Have your guy.
Did my name ever came up and you glossed over it? I don't give a fuck.
You do give a fuck.
I mean, now I don't give a fuck because I know we'll figure it out.
No, I think what it was
what the fucking ears, what the fuckers.
Well, yeah, I think what it was really just, I don't know. You're one of those guys. There's only a couple of guys that I don't know if it's intimidating, but I just didn't know if I could. If you started busting my balls, I didn't know if I could quite handle it. We have a relationship, but we don't. It's not like we hang out with each other. And I certainly have no malice towards you, but I think that. I got nervous that you would hand me my ass somehow. So what am I going to do?
It seems, and it's amazing how cathartic a podcast can be. But it seems like I didn't realize this about myself, but I think it's from when I met my wife. I don't think I've said one ball-busting thing to you off mic or on since you've been. I mean, and comedically, listeners are like, what about that fucking thing you said in 11 minutes?
Yeah.
But have you noticed that there's a piece that's been removed of that aggression and that ball busting?
Well, it's weird. Maybe I think there was a time there was fuck. I mean, I have a lot of memories of you. I remember when you used to date that girl that wore the one piece outfits all the time. With the shorts. Who was that cute girl with the round face?
Keon?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Down Lower East Side?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember, and I think there was a time where I ran into you.
You knew me literally 19, 20 years old when I was
Yeah. And and you were cocky, but we always got along. I remember coming to your house. I gave you that CD. I wanted to help you out with some blues music. But I'm sure I was jealous of you. There's no doubt about that. And I'm sure that happened. But there was some moment where I ran into you, maybe it was at the Laugh Factory or something, and I don't think it was a good time in your life. And you seemed like disturbingly angry.
Yeah.
And there was just this moment there where I'm like, this kid is dangerous right now.
If you notice somebody's angry, you got it.
But was I right? I mean, I don't.
Oh yeah, no, a horrible union of two people that was never meant to be. You talk about the marriage.
Probably. I'm not even sure what was going on.
I married the wrong person, and that'll really fuck your head up. You walk the dog a lot when you're married to the wrong person because you can't stand being in the house.
Yeah.
And when you can't stand being in your own home, that fucks up the very core of who you are as a man. Going back to caveman shit, I can't go in my own cave because I'm going to fucking kill everybody in it.
Right.
It was brutal. And being an alcoholic and being fucking drunk and angry and just...
You were or she was?
Me, well, I'll keep her out of it. My really? Side, sure, yeah.
You were going down. Yeah, and I didn't know... I don't...
And that's not up to you or anyone else to... No one should have the assignment of wading through my shit to reach me to figure out what it is. If you put up that much fucking barbed wire and landmines, well then fucking fuck him. He's out. And I understand that. I'm hearing that now a lot.
Right. I just felt at that time I didn't you had that vibe where it's he's at a place where people are going to go down around him. Do you know what I mean? Someone's going to take the hit. And I think that. But honestly, we never had any problem with you, and I'm sure that there was just some residual, jealousy. There was part of me that's oh, Jay, his head, he had all these great things, he's got, his whole.
How dare he be angry?
Well, not that. It was just sort of there was still part of me that was now he's Now he wants to do what I do. There's whatever.
No, I don't know what you mean. Keep going. Bringing it all the way up to the present.
Well, there's just
now he's got to do. Why can't I have the fucking podcast world? Why does Jay Mohr have to get involved into podcasting?
Well,
he's got movies. He's got a nice wife. This is my shit now.
Well, it was sort of like this is for us, and now he's here and he's bringing Barry with him.
Yeah, Mark, I got to tell you, man, what you've done. Barry, by the way, 100% approval rating on the internet, which, as you know, is unheard of.
What does that mean?
There's never been a negative thing tweeted, typed, message boarded about Barry Katz when he sits there.
Yeah.
Because people think because you present the guy, no baggage, no history. Here's a guy sitting down, and then they just hear Yoda. Like, let me tell you something, man. These comics that talk shit are like bed bugs.
All I've heard about you or him is hearsay. My experience with both of you has been fine, and my own jealousy with you is not unusual for me.
No, but and to listeners of my podcast that can go listen to your podcast, you're very open about it. And with the Michael Ian Black thing, it really came to a head to me with your epiphany of yourself. Like, I do this comedy this way, and if you do it another way, I don't dig that, and I don't like that you're doing it a different way, because the way I'm doing it is the way I know how, is what you would say.
Well, no, that's not true. I mean,
that's what you said. I'm quoting you, actually.
No, to him?
I'm quoting you
to Michael Ian Black?
Michael Ian Black. Like, because here's improv guys coming in.
Well, sketch guys, but he's also a difficult guy. And I just wanted to get past that game we were playing. But I don't know how to do it any other way. But I've always laughed at the people I laugh at are not like me usually, and there's not that many people like me, and I wouldn't choose the way I am. But the guys I like are goofier guys. Or my favorite comics are like Maria Bamford. I like Madrigal. Amazing. I like Todd Barry. The people, apologize. Ouch, buddy. Where we eating? But I have those issues, and I really don't have anything. I never knew how we would engage. I just didn't know. I didn't know where you were at. You seem better.
I will.
And the thing about Barry, look, he's a lovely man when you listen to him, and I tell you, he helped me out. But you hear things. Yeah, I heard things, Joey.
I hear a lot of things. You got all the answers, but you don't have the right answer.
He got out of line. I fucking smacked him around. I told you about that at the Copacabana, didn't I?
I heard things.
What the fuck? Kill everybody. Kill Barry. Kill fucking Madrigal. Kill me. Do me a fucking favor. Kill me too.
You put you with them.
Yeah.
That's the most mindfuck scene in Raging Bull when LaMotta says to Joey, he goes, you don't even know what you mean. And in that moment, Joey LaMotta realizes, I don't even know what the fuck. It's like a Jedi mind trick. He goes, you put you with them.
Yeah.
You could have said anybody. You said you. You said Joey Salvi me. You could have said anybody. That means something.
Yeah. You know what's sad about that scene? That's my second marriage.
Really? You're LaMotta?
Yeah, of course.
The Bronx Bull.
What did you mean by that? Yeah.
I saw Joe Pesci at a gas station.
Times.
And do you think he fucked Vicky LaMotta in the movie?
No.
See, I think absolutely. Because, what are your reasons for no? Because he's loyal. No, leave that open. The breeze is delightful. What are your reasons for you don't think?
If he did, why wouldn't they have? That would have added so much to the movie. I mean, why wouldn't they have put it in? I think that was all about an isolated, paranoid guy's.
In the beginning
anger.
of the movie, he says, "I'm your brother. You asked me once. I always tell you the first time."
Yeah.
And that's a question he never answered.
Oh, you mean did he fuck her before?
At all? At any time, did Joey LaMotta fuck Vicky LaMotta?
No, I honestly don't think that any of them did. That was the way it was played.
Yeah, you don't think the mob had their way with her? You think it was all LaMotta just spiraling out?
No,
is that what you have to tell yourself to legitimize the second marriage?
No. I think that in the movie it's established that a lot of times these guys there are girls that do that, and then there are girls that they're sort of trying to get to do that, and it became pretty clear from the first sex scene with the two of them that she wasn't that chick, because I think if she was some sort of pig, it would have been different.
De Niro, I think you said it. I think I know more of what you said than you do because I really like you as a comic. You said De Niro now has just become a series of tics that he strings together.
No, it's just like these method guys just become, a sort of a series of tics and twitches that.
Yeah,
it's
like this is how I assemble the Frankenstein monster and make it go.
Right.
Me act now.
Yeah, right.
And you're right.
empty ticks and twitches that define their persona.
Yeah, and I completely agreed with you. But in Raging Bull, one of the single greatest 180-degree turns, De Niro, like there was such greatness in this fucking guy that when you see him in Rocky and Bull, you're like, come on, bro. Like, you're not even fucking trying. Like, Pacino is fucking trying still. He's digging, like searching for Richard. And then when he's in that bullshit movie with De Niro where they're both cops.
But did you see him in Kevorkian? That was great.
He was incredible.
He was great.
He's a searcher.
Yeah. And like, he got stuck. He got stuck for a while. He got stuck in that, that like
there's the flight off the fucking cat on a hot
after Scent of a Woman. He kind of got stuck in a thing, but he went back.
They rewarded him for it. They gave him an Oscar for it.
But I think De Niro like made this weird choice where he was going to as he got older, he found some success in comic parts.
Pay me,
and but he's funny at it. I mean, I can watch. I'm not ashamed to admit, but anytime Analyze This is on TV, I will fucking watch it.
Yeah, I like it
because there is some funny shit in there. Yeah. And it's just and it's De Niro doing what he does, but somehow
do what I do.
Yeah, but that's
doing what I do.
But that scene, that
Mark,
fucking, that shtick that he does when they go to the mob funeral, and Billy Crystal's standing there and he's hugging everybody. That's the mother. That's the brother. And then that one guy comes up and hugs him and grabs him and kisses him and everything else. Him, I don't know. That to me, like that beat,
perfect timing.
Yeah, I wait for it. Him, I don't know. It's fucking hilarious.
But you were right about the De Niro thing.
Well, yeah, because how can they manage to refill those things with real emotion after a certain point?
I don't know, but somehow Pacino does it.
Sometimes. I mean, I'd be curious to see De Niro rise to a challenge like Marlon Brando did a couple times later on. I wish someone would provoke him into an opportunity that would challenge him.
I agree with you, but in the quest for that. But I don't know if like you put De Niro in Angels in America, I don't know if he could possibly rise to that. Like, whereas Pacino, you went, holy fuck balls. This is other level shit.
I think that's true. But they're sort of different talents. I mean, De Niro was always kind of like within himself a little bit. Like
I'm very out here, Mark.
Yeah,
I'm still working on
it. Yeah, he is.
This one that's still being worked on.
Yeah.
Because I used to sound like this, really high voice.
You remember that? Dog Day Afternoon?
Really high. Who's this under the desk? A squirrel? Who else has to go to the bathroom? If you we play all the when he answers the phone. We play all the hits.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
but Michael Corleone, that was some shit.
Don't ever ask me about my business, Kay. Very high voice.
Lower.
It's Tyne Daly. Look, it's very Tyne Daly, Cagney and Lacey. Don't ever. You broke my heart.
But De Niro, like in Mean Streets, and then his
beautiful.
The younger Vito Corleone, he was very deliberate. Yeah. I don't know where it went south for him, but he doesn't. I don't know. I mean, even Casino, he was good.
I kind of like, but you know what? It's a pair of glasses that makes the whole fucking thing. At the end, when he's doing the numbers as Ace Rothstein at the end with those big Coke bottle glasses, the glasses to me are the star of the role.
Yeah, that was the best part.
But you, conversely to these guys that you explained, you are now hitting your fucking peak. How old are you?
48.
You're 48, and you are right fucking redlining success right now.
I hope so.
Well, I mean, that's just how it goes.
I'm very happy to be earning an honest dollar. It's a weird thing. Like before the podcast and even in the last year or so, people ask, well, what do you want? Honestly, I'd like to not die broke and have health insurance. I mean, that's sort of, you get to a certain age where it's like that. Because I've been in this a long time, and one of the biggest fears I had, like before the podcast, was like, I don't want to drift away. I don't know what happens to us.
You don't want to be one of those guys.
But I don't even know what happens to those guys. I know some of them, but it's not. It's scary. We hang our hopes on this fucking dream. Some people hit, some people don't, and the longer you keep struggling at it, there's no miracle answer.
No,
and it's scary.
What I've realized in the last 5 years, that there's a really huge middle class now in show business.
Yeah,
that we are now.
People just work. Yeah,
we just fucking ham and egg it, and we're doing it.
Yeah,
and people listening be like, "You were in fucking 28 movies." Yeah, was. And now, we're doing this and doing the stand-up. Like, I'm going up to Cobb's and shit, and you're doing your dates and shit. But that middle class that we now find ourselves in, to accept that is one of the most liberating moments.
I'm thrilled about it.
Me too.
But
the chase is over.
But I never made the kind of money you had in your life. So now, I go out and I'm not making a fortune, but I'm making a good living at clubs. I couldn't even get booked at clubs, and now I'm going to comedy clubs. And I'm doing door deals with them, and I see the money, and I'm like, "Are you sure this is right?" And it's not. I don't have to take all this, but it's not a fortune, but it's more than I ever fucking made. I mean, I was at $2,000 a week, Wednesday through Sunday.
Do you get more money on Thursdays and Sundays? Do you get more of the door?
I tried to go out on no, I don't get more of the door. I think we do an over. I don't even understand the math on some of these things. All I know.
I'm trying to tell the listeners, if you're going to see Mark Maron do comedy, like what night is the night you get the most
go
money?
anytime you want.
All right, just fucking go. Don't break his balls.
Yeah. And like I said,
doesn't he?
It's not a fortune, but I can work as a comic now. 2-3 years ago, I could not get work as a comic, and that's all I knew how to do. So, with the podcast, the weird thing is that people know me a lot better. Like, I'll do my act, and they'll be like, that was great. Yeah, we heard like a version of that before. But did you you take care of that thing with the plumbing? So it's a weird thing.
Here's the minimizing factor in a comic's life. Hold on. I did WTF with Mark Maron. It is like a ticket punching sort of validation. Now, that's what I meant earlier about the outsider. Now you're the ultimate insider. We want to go to the Cat Ranch and get our fucking card stamp. We want that stamp on our hand.
Okay. I don't see myself like that. I'm flattered that you see me like that.
You need to be as excited about you as I am.
All right, I am. No, I'll have you out.
It's a fucking big deal.
I do a lot of fucking favors for you.
I don't know. You're one of those guys. There's only a couple of guys that I don't know if it's intimidating, but I just didn't know if I could. If you started busting my balls, I didn't know if I could quite handle it. We have a relationship, but we don't. It's not like we hang out with each other. And I certainly have no malice towards you, but I think that. I got nervous that you would hand me my ass somehow. So what am I going to do?
It seems, and it's amazing how cathartic a podcast can be. But it seems like I didn't realize this about myself, but I think it's from when I met my wife. I don't think I've said one ball-busting thing to you off mic or on since you've been. And comedically, listeners are like, what about that fucking thing you said in 11 minutes?
Yeah.
But have you noticed that there's a piece that's been removed of that aggression and that ball busting?
It's weird. Maybe
you, Mark, don't I? Jesus Christ, a fucking Jew broad. In this day and age, prejudice against fucking Italians. Why the fuck aren't I in a fucking cat ranch? I like fucking animals. I'm St. Francis fucking Assisi here, Mark.
All right, you're in. I'll call you. Have your guy.
Did my name ever came up and you glossed over it? I don't give a fuck.
You do give a fuck.
Now I don't give a fuck because I know we'll figure it out.
No, I think what it was
what the fucking ears, what the fuckers.
Well, yeah, I think what it was it really just anybody.
Let my pain be your pain be my pain.
No, it's a beautiful house.
Thank you, and I look forward to going to the Cat Ranch. Apparently, I'll be the 5,000th. How the fuck have I not been on your show?
It's far away.
That's bullshit, and you know it. What was the mental block where it never dawned on you to have me on your show? There must be a reason, because you've had people on your show where I go, that fucking guy before me? It's like the Montreal Just for Laughs Festival. You become the legitimate